You know when you know, and you do know, but then there's something in your mind that talks you out of it. Or when your head's been going over and over the same problem for ages and you just can't seem to find a solution with a logical mind. Well, I wrote You Do Know, learning to act on your intuition instantly just for you. Because perhaps what you don't know is that there is actually two forms of intuitive knowing. One works very much from the gut instinct, but bypasses through the ego, and the ego is the voice of your fear. The other intuition resonates very much with your heart. It is expansive, it doesn't narrow your life down, and it makes you make incredibly brave and important decisions about your life and the people in your life. So let me set the scene for you. I'm a successful talk show radio host in London. I've got clients that are fully booked and coming out of my ears, and I've got classes with waiting lists. So that's successful, right? But I didn't feel like it was all working for me in exactly the way that I felt it needed to be in my heart. And then I had this intuitive surge. I needed to sell my house, give away all of my stuff to a thrift store, and move to San Francisco. And I did it. You Do Know was downloaded like a smack in the third eye. I suddenly realised that what had been missing from my teaching of students was the realisation that there were two forms of intuitive knowing. Knowing that there's two forms of intuitive knowing, one going through the ego and your fear self, and then the other one coming from your heart. One expands your life and the other one closes it down. And by making decisions without fear, then you can, in a sense, go with the flow of life. Fear makes you hang on like a barnacle on the side of a boat. But when you're actually in flow with life, you pretty much float up to the top and life moves quicker. Things become more energetic because you're not spending so much time analysing and worrying and overthinking, which is frankly pretty darn exhausting. I am known as the stand-up intuitive. But I deliberately haven't been funny in this film. And the reason is I've only got 3 minutes. And if I say something funny, you'll be laughing your head off and probably miss the important things that I've got to say about this incredibly amazing book. However, one of the greatest joys that I have is speaking to a live audience, giving them intuitive insights and blending it seamlessly with improv comedy. It's worked for audiences both here in the UK and when I was doing it in the US. And it's such a great form of healing because it's so wonderful to be able to laugh and cry at the same time and have insights and breakthroughs. And that's one of my greatest pleasures.